Hello guys, welcome to a new journal with me. I think I'm gonna try and make this one a real-time journal with me, and so yeah, with as little cuts as possible. So anyway, I just thought I would show you the stack of collage sheets that I printed out. So first I'll show you those. So these are a mixture of collage sheets from Courtney Diaz, James Burke, and Pocket Journal Pam. And this one off here is just a painting that I did. And so the way that I like to do up the collage sheets is I will take, for instance, Courtney or James or Pam's collage sheets that they release, and I will sort of redo them to what I like. So what I'll do is, for instance, and I hope they don't mind me doing this, it just saves on ink for me and makes sure that I get to print out my favorite things out of their collage sheets. So for instance, all of these things are by Courtney right here, and this is not how her collage sheet was set up. I actually placed them on a blank page and printed them out like in Photoshop. And so yeah, just so that you know, in case you're like, oh, some of these collage sheets look a bit different. And I had a blank space right here, so I just added one of my own images to print out. And I hope that makes sense. I feel like I didn't explain that very well. Also, make sure that you have a beverage, because this is probably gonna be a long one. And I have a nice zero sugar Coca-Cola in a cup of ice, and I'm repping my Nova Scotia pride. That's where my mom's side of the family comes from. I actually live on the west coast in BC, but I don't know if I can tilt this to show you what it looks like, but it's probably the tackiest mug ever to be created in existence. It has like Nova Scotia written all over it. It has a sail ship, a lighthouse, just a seagull, a crab, some really random imagery. And it looks like they just stuck a bunch of clip art to the mug. And it actually belongs to my aunt. She likes to stay over with us sometimes. She hasn't since COVID started though, but now that I'm fully vaccinated, once that fully takes hold after like a month, hopefully she can start visiting again. But yeah, she leaves over some dishes sometimes, and we've had this one for quite a while, and I really love like the shape of this mug. It's so perfect, and I like the handle and everything, even though it's so tacky. But anyway, let me show you these collage sheets. So there's this one. So this is all by Courtney. That's by me, like I said. And then one of the collage sheets I printed twice accidentally. But these beautiful numbers are by Courtney, and I just love all the little monsters. They are so cute. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have fun using those. And this is all printed on sticker paper. So I just have to cut it out with my scissors and peel off the back, and it's sticker paper. So these are some hobby monsters by Courtney, and they are just the cutest. And I love this one. He kind of reminds me of Totoro. I just love him so much. I need to do more drawings of Totoro. He is just so friggin' cute. And then Courtney made currently a pumpkin for all of us who are experiencing autumn soon. And then for those in the southern hemisphere who are experiencing spring, she made one for you guys too. And oh yeah, and if you would like any of these collage sheets, join Courtney's Patreon for her collage sheets, and join James Burke's collage club on Teachable for his, and join Pam, Pocket Journal Pam, or Pam Make. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right, but I'll have them all linked below. So join Pam's Patreon if you want some of her collage sheets too. So just so you guys know. So this is the one that I printed twice, but it's okay because I think they're really cute. So then there's all these guys. And I just love how this pumpkin dude's kind of like dancing. I think that's so cute. And the little froggy. Oh my goodness. So cool. And I love these little spots that have like handwritten words, because my handwriting is not the prettiest, but Courtney's is actually quite pretty. So I really like that. And these big monsters with the journal spots. So cute. And then it says, it's okay not to do it all. sometimes I think we all feel that pressure, like there's so much to do, and if we don't get everything done, we feel like failures, but it's good to take breaks and, you know, schedule things for a different day if you have to, for sure. But yeah, and then she also has this stuff right here for planner decisions. So these are Hobonichis, obviously. And it's so funny because my Hobonichi cover is actually yellow polka dots, and I think it has a kind of tealy blue inside. So it's kind of funny because this looks like my Hobonichi cover. But yeah, so then there's these dudes with all of the emotions. Is this upside down? Okay, there we go. And she has them in rainbow colors too. I don't think I was a patron when those came out, so I didn't print those out. But now she has them in neutral colors, which I also love. So that'll be great to play with. And some of these faces are just so crazy. Like, look at this guy. So cute. Anyway, so. And then, so this is one by James Burke right here. And then the rest on this page are by Pocket Journal Pam. And I just recently joined her Patreon. I've been wanting to for a while, and she offers videos and obviously printables. And she even has a physical rewards, like kind of like a journaling goodies package that you can get too, but I think you have to be in Germany for that. But anyway, so these are some of her really cute characters, and I really love this strawberry dude, and I think she has another version of him like done digitally, so I'm gonna have to print that out too. But these are just too cute. Life in my journal, the kitties, oh my goodness, I love them so much. And then we're moving into James Burke territory. So I don't know if these were this month or last month, but I printed off some from both months. But anyway, here's a Frida, obviously, and I think this looks like it's kind of inspired by Cruella de Vil, but I'm not sure. And a beautiful mermaid, and this is like my favorite, absolutely gorgeous. She looks like a little pixie, and I love her so much. And also these cute characters, and his work is just so inspiring. And this is another one of his. I feel like I had more. I might have more printed out somewhere, but I'm not sure where they would be. But anyway, these are more of his, and I just love how he can switch between different styles. It seems so effortless, but I know if I tried, it would like be pretty tough. But yeah, his work is just so beautiful. So I hope you didn't mind me just taking you through these different collage sheets, and we're definitely going to use some of these images today in our journaling. And now let's move on to a couple things that I'm working on. All right, so firstly is this painting I'm working on. It's the paper is from a hot press etcher sketchbook, watercolor sketchbook. Oh, and I apologize for any camera shake, but my camera stand is right on my desk, so when I move, it kind of shakes. But anyway, yeah, so this is one painting that I'm working on, and I've been debating on what color to do the stupid background for quite a while, and I've kind of just left it because I wasn't sure, but I'm kind of feeling yellow, but I don't know. I might want to use yellow on this flower here or the stars. I'm not sure, so still not sure what to do, but I think she's super cute, and I love how she's turning out, so yeah. And then this is an acrylic painting that is not going very well. So I think I'm gonna go over it in oils, and I think I'm just, you know, try as I might, acrylics are just so hard for me like to use for portraits. I think maybe I just don't have the technique down or something, but it would definitely take a lot of practice for me to get better. And I think I would just prefer to use oils, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. And then here's a painting that I'm working on in my etcher sketchbook. Oops, there's a little bit of nudity, but in art, I think it's beautiful. And so this is a elf girl holding a really giant moth, and so there's that. And then I was also working on some autumn imagery. I was thinking maybe these would be stickers or part of a printable or something. I don't know, I was just doodling and seeing what happened. And that's pretty much all that I've been up to aside from journaling. So here's my Hobonichi. Oh, and I'm sorry that my background looks like like it's taped together and looks insane, but I really need to get one of those vinyl table coverings in like a white or a wood table background or something. I would love to do that, but you know, money and whatnot, so it is what it is for now. But anyway, here is my Hobonichi for the second half of the year, and for this second half of the year I haven't been following dates, so I kind of just journal whenever I want and I cover up the dates. This is my most recent spread. I think it's done. Yeah. And yeah, I guess here's where we're gonna be working today. I just have my little moon painting taped down because I've been doing Square-a-thon, the Square-a-thon challenge. And so yeah, I've just been taping them down and photographing them inside my Hobonichi for my Instagram. But I don't think I'm gonna use this page for that anymore. So let me put that to the side. This was another Square-a-thon challenge thing. I had it like that where it said be brave. But I will move that to the side too. And so how I kind of like to start out my spreads is I start them out in different ways. Sometimes I'll just do washes of watercolor and then lay things on top. Sometimes I'll draw a doodle. Sometimes I'll put collage sheet printable imagery down and base my page around that. And I think that's what we're gonna do today. I'm sorry for all of the cat hair. I have a very furry cat and fur gets everywhere. So it's kind of just how it is. Oh, and I have this because I had a Hershey chocolate bar. But anyway, let's choose something to go down. I really want to use this. I'm really excited about this. So I might use that. And I think I want to use one of Pam's characters because I just joined her Patreon. So I think I'm going to do that. And maybe I'll use an emotion dude. Emoji dude, and maybe something autumny. Oh, I should use some of these numbers. Okay, I'll use these numbers. All right, so the main feature of this page, from what I can guess so far, is going to be this piece here by James Burke. All right, so I've got her cut out, and so I just need to figure out where I want to place her. I think down here looks pretty good. And so my plan is I'm basically gonna base the rest of the page around her. And so sometimes I'll do like an accompanying drawing on the other page where I might take inspiration from the color palette or some of the accessories that the character has or something like that, and I'll do my own character kind of inspired by this character over here. So I might do that today. But let's just stick her down. All right. Love this photo paper. Doesn't have the brand name listed, but I think it's called Unkit or something like that. If I remember, I will link it below. If I don't link it below and you want to know what it is, just ask me in the comments and I will definitely answer you. So there, we've got her down. And now we need to figure out what we're going to do next. So I think I want to put one of the numbers down. And this little monster is absolutely adorable. Courtney is a wizard with the monsters. I don't know how she has such a imaginative inventory, like in her head, for all these different characters. lately she's been reinventing her characters and putting them like in different situations, like the hobby monsters that I showed you before. I think there are previous monsters that she made in earlier collage sheets, but then she now has given them hobbies. And I think that's really cool how we get to see more of each character's life beyond their first introduction in the collage sheets. I think that's pretty cool. So we've got this little dude, and maybe we'll stick him, well, I might do this journal spread over a couple days, so this day might end up being a different day. I don't know. But, or do I just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna stick it, I feel like I wanna stick it here. Maybe I should stick it, I don't know. Because I wanna have some of this pink over here. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick it there. And when I work on journal spreads over a few days on one spread, what I usually do is I make the spread with all of the like prettiness, like the artsy stuff, and then what I'll do is do the writing maybe on a different day. But the problem is, oh, you already put the date down, right? But I just consider that the date when I started the spread, and then when I write the journal-y text part, I just write the date right in there, like just small, like the same size of the text. I'll just write the date that I started writing. So that seems to be working for me. Oh no. So let's stick this little guy right in here. Now I might want to stick one of these emotion characters. So today I've been feeling kind of groggy and tired, and a little bit out of it, to be honest. So, but not unhappy. I'm not unhappy. So, which character would work best? I don't know. I kind of want to use this one because I feel kind of like dazed. So I might just use this little dude right here. And these are by Courtney, like I said before. All right. I should have printed these on clear sticker paper because then they wouldn't have a white border and they would look better. And you could see the graph paper in the background. That would have been really cool. But alas. I also feel kind of nasally today. And I've been having this like cough. Not like a I'm sick cough, just kind of like a my throat is dry. Maybe because I sleep in front of a fan. That might be it. But overall I feel fine. And I just got my second vaccine on September 2nd. I talked about it a bit on Instagram and in my journal spread right here where I got vaccinated. And I had like a really crappy fever the next day after I got my vaccine, but it was totally worth it, obviously, because we don't want to be getting the full COVID. So the vaccine is great as far as I'm concerned. So I will take a fever. And the Advil really helped me get through it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna draw the second thing over here. And it's so weird because I'm like talking to you guys, but I'm creating at the same time. So it's definitely easier doing the voiceover after I've like created everything, but I'm just trying out this new method to see what it's like. Courtney's been doing like these sip journal and sip or something, I forget what they're called, on her Patreon, and she does like real-time journaling, and so I thought I'd give it a try. Like, why not? So that is what I'm doing. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is my own attempt at creating kind of a whimsical fairy girl like James is right here on this side. So if I want it to look really nice, I should use pencil because it's erasable. So that is what I will do. And let's put her up here. Oh, and I taped my journal shut because I was trying to keep it flat for photographing that square-thon thing. So I might just take these off. All right, so she's kind of got her head pointed this way, so I'm gonna point my character's head this way because it'll be a nice contrast. So I kind of like to put like jaw lines on my characters, so I might just do that. Have her like this. And then we're gonna do the big eyes like James did. And I guess a little nose. Kind of want it pointed like that. And then I like to do really big lips, so we're gonna do that. I think I can hear like police cars. That's weird. All right, so let's do those big, beautiful eyes. Oh, they kind of look like bug eyes on my character. But I'm gonna go with it. And I will just erase the pencil marks in here. And her chin, if you notice, her chin is over here, but her mouth is over here. So her chin needs to be below her bottom lip. So I'm just changing that. And I like to do pointy cheekbones. Let's do some of that. All right, he's got the hair kind of, oh, I didn't leave enough room to do these cool things here. Oh well, we'll just have the start of them, I guess. And there's a lid going like that. I like to do a bottom lid because it makes the eye look more sunken into the face rather than just kind of laid on top of the face. And I'm going to turn the book and do the lashes. And I might leave this in pencil. I don't think I'm gonna ink it. I might just do watercolors on top and pencil crayon. Pencil crayon is colored pencils for my American and other country friends. So in case you didn't know, in Canada we call them pencil crayons. My character looks kind of sinister, geez. Okay, we can roll with that, I guess. So with the lashes, you kind of follow an angle, so it's like a swoop like that. And then I add in more to fill in the lash. There's lots of different ways you can do lashes. You can do them thin, you can do them thick. Sometimes I'll add like more here, like as if she has liquid eyeliner on. Let's do that. I think I want to add in more lashes there. And I just like to add in some bottom ones, not too fussed. And then I'm gonna copy what he did with the eyes right here. Just have them like that. Love how he did the eyes. They're so pretty. My eyes are usually kind of simple looking. All right, she's definitely looking sinister. Oh my goodness. What have I done? I've created a monster. All right, I'm just gonna stick that in like that. There we go. Maybe blend it a little, make it softer. And then I think I'm just gonna have her have super wavy hair. Just kind of falling down like that. And don't forget, you know how like there's two sections of hair coming off here, like one section here that's coming that way and then another section here that's coming that way? Don't forget about this space behind. It also has hair behind it. So like when the hair's down, so you want to fill in the detail and color in this area too. I noticed that a lot of people don't do that, or they don't realize to do that. I mean, it's everyone's choice, the way their style and the way they want to draw, but just a little tip. All right. Just define, the ear looks kind of weird placed there. It's like, I feel like it should be, maybe we'll do just a simple little ear. And she'll have one on the other side right here. And then we want to do the front bit of hair. So I'm gonna define the hair better once I bring in the pencil crayons. So don't worry about that too much right now. I'm gonna go easy and not do any hands, and that makes the process a lot easier because hands require thinking when I do them. And when I journal, I don't always want to think too hard. I kind of just want to express myself and enjoy the process. I do a lot more thinking when it's like my illustration painting side of my business. That's when I do all the thinking. And I'm way more precise with things. So it's nice to have a journaling hobby and be able to go with the flow and just be creative and, you know, be okay if something doesn't turn out how you imagined it, because it doesn't have to. All right, so I'm just gonna erase some lines. And this, if you've never used a Hobonichi before or Tomoe river paper before, it is super great with mixed media, at least from my experience. Right here I've used acrylic paint, so it's this fluorescent yellow soft body acrylic by Liquitex, and it goes on fine, and bleeding is minimal. So there's some ghosting, but really no bleeding. And with my writing, there's really nothing there. And this is watercolor, and I think that's, what's it called? A mild liner? Yeah, and as you can see, you don't even see it on the other side. These are the Arteza Twi markers, or Twi markers I used. And then this is all watercolor gel pen, Twi marker, Twi, I don't know what they are. But, and then pencil crayon. Like, I've used tons of different medias on this paper, and I love this paper so much. Unfortunately, I think this paper is not being made anymore, so Hobonichi, I guess, has a new paper now, so I'll have to test that out once I'm through with this book, but I have a lot of pages left in this book, so it's gonna be a while. So something else that I would like to include as a drawing with this is, sorry for the loud traffic noises outside, but something else I would like to include is my mom actually made these really delicious plant-based baked beans, and they were so good. I was not a fan of the kidney beans, I'm not a fan of those, but the pinto beans and white beans and everything, they were delicious. So I definitely want to draw that. And she made a big pot of them. So I think I'll just draw a pot down here. I'm not using a reference, I'm just using my memory and imagination, and it's not too hard to draw beans. They're just kind of like ovals. And there was, the sauce was so delicious. She used a ton of garlic in it, and it was just so good. And we had the baked beans, and then we had these Cavendish brand fries, and they had spices on them, and they were really good too. It was my first time having them. It wasn't the healthiest meal. Vegetables, where were they? But it was delicious. And we had something else. What else did we have? Fries, beans. Oh, and I had some veggie samosas, like mini samosas. I had some of those. And they were really good too. I absolutely love Indian food. And curry and everything. So delicious. But yeah, that was a really good meal. And we still have a lot of beans left, so we can eat those again tonight, probably. So I kind of just have like all these beans right here, and then I'm just gonna draw the other side of the pot. And the pot has these little handles that kind of go like that. So maybe I'll draw like a spoon coming out like that. And then I think I'm gonna draw, and I might even write what each item is on the pot, on the plate, and I'll just have some samosas. So they were kind of like just triangles. So yeah, I think I'm done for the drawing portion right now. This will most likely be more of a writing area. Same with this, and I might just stick washi and stuff down here and down here. So let's move on to the next part. All right, so for my fairy character, I'm gonna use this Tombow. I think it's one of the grays or beiges. It's 942. And I'm just gonna do her skin in this color. I'm hoping it doesn't make the pencil drag out too much. But yeah, I really like the Tombows because they aren't very streaky when I draw with them on here. The Arteza Twee markers are very streaky. And that's, you know, not very nice. But the Twee markers, I think they're a lot cheaper than the Tombows. So that is why I got them. I guess you get what you pay for, maybe? So, all right, just gonna leave a little white speck on her nose for the highlight. And now if I had more colors of Tombows, I would probably go in and add like the pink of the cheeks and stuff with Tombows, but my pink, which is this right here, is actually really, really pale. You can't even really see it. And I don't know if that's how the marker is supposed to be or if it was a defect of some sort. But yeah, so I can't really use it because it just doesn't even look like anything. It looks like a wet, like water on the paper rather than like a pigment. So yeah, I'm not gonna use that. And I might put flowers here or something. That would be kind of pretty. So for her hair, I think I'm gonna go with maybe this purple. And the fun thing is you can even do watercolor paints on top of the tombos. So I might do some of that too. Not sure yet, but that might be fun. All right, so now let's give her some eye color. So I'm thinking one of the twee markers would be nice because it's a small area that I'm gonna be coloring. And there's a mint color that I really like. I think, is this it? Mint green, okay. So I'm just gonna do, do it like this. Color in her iris. Like that. And then I guess I can color in her eyes black with my Zig writer. Let's continue on here. I think she's turning out really cute. I wish she didn't look so pissed off. But I guess we have little control over the characters that come out of our pencil tips. They just kind of emerge. Maybe fully formed. And I might add some of this dark gray in here. Just to show that the area is quite dark. And then I'll blend some inside of her eye too, because I don't know if you know, but you have a shadow that gets cast by your upper eyelid onto the little bit of your eye here. And if you color that in, it makes the eye look more natural. At least that's what I've been told, so that's what I do. But yeah, so we've got that, and I might want to put more colors into her eyes. Like maybe with my gel pens. Maybe these two. So maybe like that. And I love this neon yellow. It is the best. That looks kind of cool. I'll definitely be using more of these in this journal spread. At least I usually do. I use these all over my spreads when I draw like the stars, the doodly stars. All right, so I'm gonna continue going over the rest of her body. And I kind of wanted to add in flowers here, so I might just draw some like abstract-y kind of flowers. Don't ask what I'm drawing, they're just kind of floral looking. And then I'm gonna take this guy, my fluorescent yellow acrylic paint, and my fluorescent pink, just like I did with the eyes. I'm gonna add some of this in. So let's go with this one first. These are my crappy brushes, which I use with acrylics. So do I have a tiny one? This one should work. These guys weren't crappy brushes, but the tips got kind of worn out after a few years. They're the Winsor & Newton Sable. I don't buy animal fur brushes anymore. These are back from 2010, I think, or 2012 when I was in university. I used these for watercolor. And they're really great brushes, but they got kind of worn out, so I was like, okay, they can go in my crap brush stash. Okay, so I just dip into the acrylic and kind of just do something like that. And hope that it looks good. That's what a lot of this is, just playing around and hoping it looks good, but not really caring if it doesn't. So I'm kind of imagining that the inner part of the petals are pink, and I guess the outer part will be the yellow. So that's how I'm doing this. I'm just adding it into some random spots too. I love this neon yellow. It is so bright. Packs a punch. Okay, that looks kind of cool. So we'll stick with that. All right, let's choose the lip color. So we've got neon pink. I vote yes. We will do neon pink. That's cute. I love that color. Might add in a bit around here. Oh my God. That would be the blue jay. He's a loud little bugger. Don't usually get birds like that around here. Usually it's just chickadees or crows. At least that's all that I see around my balcony. All right, so we need to do the cheeks. I'm thinking, what am I gonna use? I don't know. Because anything that I use is gonna stand out too much. Maybe this won't. Don't know, does it? Oh, that looks cute. Okay, we'll use that. And then we'll just put some pink around the nose to help it pop out more. A little bit of pink on the forehead. And I have to think, am I gonna shade the face? I don't know. What can I do? I guess I can use some of these twee markers. I usually like to use purple in my shading. What's this color like? Well, that's a nice color. What is that? Oh, and I don't know if that's blocking the camera, so move that. Here we go. I might just put a little bit of shading in here. I'm trying not to touch the wet paint. And, oh well, what the heck. Just do that. Maybe a little shading back here. That looks cute. Oh. And, oh yeah, I guess I should do some here. Okay, that's looking good. Just give her a little bit of some cheekbones. All right guys, so it's 9 p.m.-ish and I'm getting back to journaling today. And so one of the things I wanted to add was this. I'm not sure where to put it. It's a piece of a Hershey's chocolate bar. I don't know if where it would look good. Maybe like right here. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe if I did the fry illustration a little higher up. That's a good idea. All right, so I'm gonna erase the fries illustration and add in the Hershey's. Oh, and I also wanted to say, if you haven't tried these Perrier juices, they're so good. This one's peach and cherry. I think they would taste really good with alcohol. They have a bit of a bitter taste to them, but they're also sweet because they have the sugar from the juices, and it's not carbonated water. It's like, well, it is carbonated, but it's not like just the water with very little flavor. It has a lot of flavor. At least I think it does. You might not like it, but I really love these things. And so whenever I see them on the grocery website, I always pick some up. Maybe I'll have it like that. There we go, nice Hershey's chocolate. Instead of drawing a plate of fries, maybe I'll just draw some individual fries next to the samosas. I don't know how much they look like fries. They kind of look like more like sticks. So maybe I'll put like some ketchup blobs. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so I think that's enough fries. And I think we can get to coloring these illustrations. I'll probably put it into speed because it should be fairly simple, and I don't know what I'll talk about while I'm coloring in food other than how tasty it is. So I'm just gonna, maybe I'll pull out the watercolors for this. But I think the pot I want to do with my Twee markers. But anyway, I'll put it into speed now with a little bit of music, and you can watch the coloring of these little bits. All right, so now that all the snacks are done being colored in, let's decide what to do next. So I think what I'm gonna do next is write in the day. And I've been really loving these pens. They're the brush sign pen, made in, I think, Japan. Yep, made in Japan, and they're by Pentel, the Pentel sign brush pen. So these are really fun to write with. I like to pretend that I can do brush lettering, like fancy brush lettering. So today is Saturday, so I'm gonna go up lightly, down thick, up light, and then down. I have to go slow or else I'll mess up. And I like to do this little kind of flippy thing with my Y's. I don't know why, but it's fun. And there we have Saturday. I'm pretty sure I spelled that right, so good stuff. And this color goes nicely with the colors that I used. And I always try to keep that in mind, what colors I'm using. I didn't really keep that in mind on this page though. It's a little chaotic, but on this page I kept in mind what kind of colors were going on. So, all right, so now what I'm gonna do is figure out my journaling spots, and I'm gonna use this, it looks like, I'm just doing some color tests down here. It looks a lot like ultramarine. It's violet blue, and it looks like ultramarine blue. And so something that I like to do, and I'm using this color because it's kind of down here on the girl. And so something that I like to do is I like to just, we can even do kind of a fancy one. So I like to make these outlines with colored pencil or pencil crayon. I should have some national pride and call it pencil crayon. But anyway, I like to do these little boxes, kind of like that. And I like to make sure I press pretty hard with the pencil crayon and get kind of not too thick of a line, but I like to do that. And then what I like to do is, I think in this case I'll use my pens, but I often like to do like watercolor texture inside and let it dry and have like all sorts of cool colors and textures. But I think I'm gonna do that more on the outside of the page. So yeah, on the inside I can use my Tombos, or I can use, let me just get to them. I can use my mild liners. So in this case, I think the colors I'm gonna go for, do I wanna go for pink or purple or mix pink and purple? I think I'm gonna go for this color and a pink, probably this pink. I think those will look good. And so what I'm gonna do is, I guess I could start with the darker one. So what I'm gonna do is go like this pretty much. And the wax of the pencil crayon causes a nice barrier so that I'm not really going over the edges, like it won't really show me going over the edges of the pencil crayon. And the pencil crayon isn't really bleeding, which is great. So yeah, and I just love making these little boxes. I'll show you a watercolor one that I did a few pages back after I'm done with this one. And yeah, so these boxes are just fun little journaling spots to write in. and it kind of makes it look fancy and decorative. And they're easy enough to do. You just do some little curly cues and make a journal box. And then add colors, and it really brightens up the page. So now I'm going to use the pink and quickly blend it into the purple, like that. Might even go further down. And yeah. There might be a little bit of this color on my pink, but that's okay. It's the one thing about journaling, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be you. And that's, I guess, what makes it perfect. As corny as that sounds. So anyway, that's pretty much how it looks, and I could even add in another color. I might add in this pink too. Might just add it in up here. And then what you can do is you can go back to the lighter pink and blend that pink in more, like the edges. And now you have a cool looking journal spot. I think we can go into washi tapes. So I recently got these really cute washi tapes. I love them so much. They were from Amazon, and you get a good amount on it, and they're pretty decent quality. They stick really well. I think there's another one hiding in here somewhere. Yeah. So this was the whole set, and I really love them. They're on the Canadian Amazon. And you know, this one might look good too. This I got from Paper Game Co. They have some really beautiful washi's, but like that might look cute right there or right there. Yeah, I think that would look really cute right there. Okay. Okay, so I was gonna do some writing there, but I think this would look cuter. And I don't usually write all that much. Sometimes I do, I guess, but I'm definitely more of a artistic, crafty person than a writer. So I think I want to stick some washi down here, and it's either going to be constellations or space stuff. Huh. I think the constellations will fit nicer, so I'll go with that. Oh, and there's Leo. That's me right there. So yeah, why do you journal? If you've made it this far into the video, I'd love to know why you journal and what sort of journaling you do. Do you do mostly writing or mostly art, or do you do a mixture of both? I would love to know about your reason for picking up journaling, or have you done it your whole life? I think I started my first journal when I was maybe 8 or 9, maybe. I moved around a lot when I was a kid, so I'm not really sure how old I was. I know I lived in a blue house. That's when I started my first journal, and I don't know what drew me to it, but I still have it somewhere, and it's just so funny how simple the memories are, and how they, to me back then, I know they meant so much, and to me now, just child life seems so uncomplicated compared to adult life. But yeah, okay, so this is looking pretty good. Pretty good. I might want to layer another washi on top of these two, so let's see what I've got. I have a big tray of washi. Ooh, this might look cool. I love this iridescent washi. It was another Amazon find, and Amazon Canada. And I'm sorry for all the little hairs. You know they get stuck to washi. It's super annoying. But yeah, I found it on Amazon, and it came all the way from Singapore, I think. So it took a while, but great. It's great quality, and I've had it for quite a while, so it's very nice. So I might just stick that down there. Now it kind of gives a little shine. And then, oh, what the hell? Put some down here too. So, I also have some other colors in this. I have a white and maybe a blue. I know they had a blue, but I'm not sure if I got the blue. I'd love to get some better scissors. These are like the worst scissors. So yeah, I definitely need to get some like Tim Holtz fussy cutting scissors. That would be so great. All right, so now what should we do? We're getting close to the watercoloring of the background. But I think first we're gonna have to do some obligatory leaf drawings. Maybe with this color. This is one of my favorite colors, chartreuse. I love this color so much. All right, so let's just draw some leaves kind of going up here. So nothing too complicated, just a wavy line with some branches and leaves coming off. And what I will probably do is when I do the watercolor, I'll probably do it around the leaves, and the vine thing, I'll probably do it around it so that I'm not coloring any of it in. All right. If this video gets too long, I might have to do it in 2 parts. I don't think I've ever done that before. Maybe I did a long time ago. Yeah, I think I did for like a little watercolor flower tutorial that I did maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, I might have to split this into 2. Huh. I hope not. Anyway, okay, so we've got the leaf thing, and now I think it's time for watercoloring. So I think I'll probably stick to this palette more because these are the colors that I bought separately. And then I have my palette of Snellier colors that all came together. All right, so I'm thinking on this side, I'm gonna do more of this blue purple, maybe a little bit of opera pink. Yeah, of course, we always have to use opera pink because it is the most brilliant color. And that's my opera pink right there. All right, so grab a brush. This bigger one should do good. And I'm not even gonna mix colors on a palette. I'm just gonna mix them on the page and see what happens. So. I have to be careful because I'm pretty sure this ink is water soluble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go close to it, but not over it. And then I'll probably use a Tombow to color in the tiny little areas in between. And so see, this pink is clashing with the pink here because this I want to pop out as a separate element, but it's kind of mixing with the background too much. So I probably am gonna have to use colors in my other palette too. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use blue there instead, and I think these are my ultramarine blues. A bunch of my, what happened? I think my cat knocked over my palettes, or just this palette I think, and the colors got like knocked out. And so now I'm not sure which is which anymore, so that was kind of funny. Cats will be cats, I guess. This is one of my mom's favorite colors, by the way. It's actually not one of my favorite blues, and I have a bit of a difficult time telling this blue if it has like the slightest bit of purple in it. I have a hard time telling if it's like considered blue or purple. Like periwinkle blue, is it periwinkle blue, or I think it's periwinkle purple, or maybe it's just periwinkle. Anyway, sorry. I kind of have a hard time telling if it's blue or purple, so I wonder if I'm like sort of colorblind on that spectrum. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fussing about nothing. That's probably more what it is. Alright, so this color is making all the pinks really stand out, which is what I want. And then down here, I can use more pink because this is a purple in here, and so it won't clash like it would up there. And I love my colors mixing. Watercolors are just so much fun to use. It's my favorite medium, although I've definitely been wanting to experiment more with oils, because I'd love to do more oil portraits, and not like real people portraits, my stylized portraits. But yeah. All right. Alright, so that's pretty much what I do, is I just mix the colors around, and yeah, it's kind of the whole process. And then what I do is I kind of like a maximalist look to my pages, so I will go over, like with jelly rolls and such, I will go over the watercolored areas and add stars, moons, and little doodles. I think that adds a fun touch. I like my pages to look kind of magical, so yeah. So I guess while I do this, I'll put you guys into speed and you can watch the whole watercolor process unfold. So now I'm back and you can see all the watercoloring. Some of it is still drying, but it really makes the pages look so bold. I love it. But I kind of want to have like a big word going across here maybe, or here or something. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put joy. I don't know why, but I guess I'm feeling joy from working on my journal pages and chatting with you guys. So Here's some vellum. I think it'll look really nice over top. And I might just, oh, did I just get paint all over it? All right, so I pretty much dried it. There's still a couple wet spots, but that's okay. And I'm gonna use this piece of vellum. I think it has a bump in it. You know what? I might just get another piece. There we go. And yeah, I'm just gonna write joy on it. With what though? Maybe a Sharpie. Alright, so here's my big Sharpie. And there we go. Kind of looks nice there. Kind of fades away there. I think I like it there. And I'm just gonna grab my tiny attacher. There we go. It's stapled in. Is that a good stapling job though? Yep. Okay. So there we go. Now let's add all the little details. So I'm going to take out my 2 Jelly Roll colors that I use a lot, and maybe we'll even do some orange. And let's get to adding the dots, lines, stars, and all that mark making goodness. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, especially for those who stuck through all the way to the end. I know this is a long one, but I just kind of wanted to sit and relax and have a nice long journaling session with you guys and show you what part of my process is. Oh, I still need to color that in, so I might just take this purple and just go like that very quickly. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to put it up in one part, but if it's in two, then it's all good, I guess. And let me know if you saw something that I did that you'd like to try in your journal, or if you have any ideas of things that I should try in my journal. I'd love to know those too. So feel free to leave suggestions or anything you learned in the comments below. I would love to read it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, and if you do that, it really helps my channel grow. So I would so appreciate a like and subscribe. And a comment, of course. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.